What's going on, everybody? This is Dale from Upstate Bets, and I'm here with Riaz, and we're bringing you our Fire 5 for NFL Week 4. We had a successful NFL Week 3. We've been doing good on our game picks. DraftKings has been pretty good to us, and then Prize Picks, we're killing it over there. Not only are we killing it on Prize Picks, but you guys are killing it on Prize Picks by helping us out, watching our videos. They have been the most supportive videos so far. We did not expect that. That's just an app that we just started to get into, but we love Prize Picks. We love DraftKings. We love betting on games, so everything sports related, betting wise here, that's what you're gonna find. And the support has been tremendous to us. We've grown significantly over the past week, so let's keep it up. We're gonna continue to put out good content for you guys, and I think Riaz wants to kick us off with our Fire Five on tight ends this week. So who do you like for tight ends?
Yeah, I like Evan Ingram this week at 3,000. Second game back, going against the Saints. Uh, Sterling Shepard's questionable. Kenny Galladay's questionable. Uh, I think it's a good spot for Ingram this week. At 3,000, he doesn't really need to do much. If both those wide receivers miss, he's even in a better spot at 3,000. So I like Evan Ingram here. It was tough his last game. He didn't really do much. He had 2 catches for 21 yards, but he did have 6 targets. So that's the one positive out of that stat line.
Yeah, I like Evan Ingram here too at the min price. We didn't touch up on him on our first look at all, but he's at the min. The game is only at a 42 point total, which is was not perfect, but like I said, they got a lot of banged up pass catchers, which helps out Ingram. So we'll see what happens. I think he's gonna fly under the radar here. And 6 targets on a game that only 14 points were scored for the Giants is really not that bad. So we'll see what happens with him here. I don't think he's gonna be a slate breaking tight end, but I think if you're obviously looking to save some salary and pay up at other spots such as quarterback, this is definitely a good spot. So Riaz, like we said, we're saying pay down at tight end. We're gonna go right to quarterback. So who are we paying up for at quarterback? We touched on some guys in our first look, but I think we're going in a different direction here for the Fire Five.
Yeah, we're gonna go with Kyler Murray here, going against the Rams. You saw what Tom Brady did against the Rams. He had a couple touchdowns. Uh, Kyler Murray's the type of quarterback that can beat you throwing and running the ball, so that's a great thing to look at. It's going to be a high scoring game. Totals at 54.5, which you love to see when you're paying up for a quarterback. So we see Rondell Moore, we see DeAndre Hopkins. Everyone's kind of getting involved, which is nice. So Kyler Murray's got the weapons. Edmondson or whatever his name is. I can't think of his name,
Chase
but
Edmonds.
the yeah, Chase Edmonds. You don't really see Connor that much in the pass game, but Edmonds is great for him there. But the high total is really what's bringing me to Kyler Murray this week.
Yeah, obviously, the fact that he can get you there with his legs is something that you know is something that definitely could break a slate entirely. He's ran for a touchdown in the past 3 of his games. We love that Rams Cardinals game is an awesome game to kind of go on. We were talking Stafford in the first look, but I think just the legs of Murray here is what puts us forward with him, and the fact that you compare him with some of his pass catchers who had a fair price this week is definitely something that is enticing. But yeah, we like the game total. Rams are 4.5 point favorites. This is a spot where Murray might have to throw the ball quite a bit more than his like 35 times he throws it a game. So if he kind of gets up there in the 40, 45 attempts, I mean, you're looking at a smash spot here for Murray. He can. His ceiling. I mean, that's a 40 point upside with Murray there. So we're gonna plug him in. Someone at running back that we touched on the first look to that we do like here again, and we're going to stick with him just because the game script looks like he's going to have an awesome game. We like Zach Moss of the Bills, and they're like 14.5 favorites last time I looked, maybe a little bit higher. But this is a spot where we think Buffalo's just going to run away with it, and Zach Moss is going to run away with the ball. So, Riaz, you want to touch on Zach Moss here for a second?
Yeah, it was great to see him get 13 attempts. So when this game does start to get a little out of hand, that they are going to use him to run the ball and kind of be a game manager. But his upside is catching the ball and just being out there. He caught all 3 of his targets. last game against Washington. He had a touchdown, which is awesome. I'd love to see him get in the end zone rushing the ball this week. Um, but at 5'3" in a blowout game where he's going to get a lot of touches, a lot of dump down looks, it's tough not to play him.
Yeah, I'd like to see the targets go up three. I'd like to see that get in the 5-6 range. But if he's catching all of them, I can't really complain. He caught one for a touchdown. It looks like he's a little touchdown dependent, so we'll see what happens there. But in a high game, in a blowout win for the Bills, I definitely can see him getting into the end zone, and that's fine by me. We're not looking for him to smash here, but if he can stay consistent with that 16 to 18 fantasy points, I think we're going to be looking in the green. But we're going to plug him in for halfback. There's a couple other halfbacks we like, but I think we're going to leave that next spot up to you. I think we're going to get into some wide receivers. And another guy we touched on in the first look that we like, playing in a game that doesn't look perfect in terms of fantasy points around the clock, but someone he ate up a lot of targets last game. It looks like he's got a decent little connection with Jacoby Brissett, and that's Jalen Waddle, the rookie for the Miami Dolphins. They're a home they're a home favorite. I believe they're favored 1.5 Riyadh. Am I right, or is that sort of a pick 'em at
Yep.
this point?
Yeah,
Um,
they're still favored 1.5.
okay. Well, either way, he saw 13 targets last game. That was an overtime game, so take that with a grain of salt. I think you can expect to see 10 targets. And listen, volume is fantasy points, so that's what we look for here. We look for players with high upside, and if they get the volume, I mean that's what we're looking for. You don't want to play some guy that's you know, even if they're on the field for 90% of the snaps, if they're not seeing the targets, I mean, that's what we're looking for here. We're looking for targets, and Waddle's going to be a guy who's going to get a lot of them. He hasn't seen the end zone much this year. Only saw it once in week one, so that upside's still there for him. So Riaz, I know you like Waddle. If you got anything to say about him, go ahead.
Yeah, I mean it's great when you pay for a guy under 5K who gets 13 targets and just sees the ball every snap, which is awesome. So Waddle's a great play here. Going against the Colts defense, secondary is really not that great. They've given up so many points this year that when you're paying for someone low, it's awesome to see the high volume that he's getting so far this year.
Yeah, why don't you kick us to our final player on our Fire Five, Riaz? Another wide receiver here. Who do you like?
Yeah, we like Brandon Cooks. He's someone who started off the year great and then is just still continuing to be awesome, even though David Mills is the starting quarterback. Like we touched on the first look, it really doesn't matter who's throwing Cooks the ball. He's just a great route runner. He catches everything. He saw 11 targets week 3, 14 week 2, and 7 week 1, and he has gotten over 100 yards receiving 2 out of 3 weeks so far. So it's awesome to see. The one thing with him is he he's not touchdown dependent. He's more volume, dump down passes, little screen plays, but he gets the yards, he gets the points. So you don't really have to worry about that. And at 6'4", it's still a great price. I think he's still severely underpriced.
Yeah, I'm very confident with him here again. We saw that game with Davis Mills on Thursday night against Carolina. We were nervous to see how it would look. 11 targets is awesome. I mean, we'll take that. You got two dudes at wide receiver who are looking at projected about probably 12 targets for these next games. And Cooks, I feel like he's gonna be pretty chalky, but we're all right with that. We'll eat the chalk here for some dude who's going to produce. And if you can find the end zone, man, I mean, you're looking at a spot where we know there's a 30-point upside there. So if he can get there, you're looking at an awesome pick at 6'4". So that's our Fire Five, man. I mean, we got 22,000 remaining. You plug in a home favorite defense. Maybe you compare Murray with a pass catcher. Someone like Rondell Moore or Christian Kirk, or you could pay up high for Hopkins, but be aware if you're paying high for Hopkins, you're gonna have to pay down at running back. You could pay up for running back for someone like Najee Harris, someone who gets a lot of targets, in that backfield, and pay down and pay for someone like Christian Kirk. But it's all up to you. This is our Fire Five. Riaz, if you got anything left to say, go for it.
Yeah, loving the support on the videos. Don't forget to like and subscribe. This is all free. We love the support, and we'll keep pumping out videos for you guys.
Yep. Yeah, awesome. So if you guys can comment on the video, let us know what you think. If you guys can drop a like and subscribe, let us know. how we're doing, and have a good one. Peace.